What's really good? It's your boy Spider-Menace, aka D-Man. Your man. I'm sitting here with my sister, my day one, the one who holds it down for me, my co-host, Daria. Say what's up, Daria.
What's up, Daria? Daria has a cold.
And she is squeaking like a little church mouse right beside me, struggling to be able to be heard.
So rude.
But it's okay because I will be the advocate for Spotted Daria. I'm gonna be on my Paul Heyman-ish. And joining us today on this special Smash pay-per-view predictions for NXT TakeOver Phoenix and the Royal Rumble 2019 is our good friend, our hero, the reigning, defending, undisputed hero of HEELKAIJU, KingDead. Say what's up, KingDead.
What's up, KingDead?
See, he's always on his stuff. And as I said, we are doing our Smash pay-per-view predictions special. We got NXT TakeOver Phoenix for the first time happening down there in, Phoenix, of course. And also the Royal Rumble happening down there at the, what's the name of that stadium?
The big baseball stadium.
That stadium. That
Chase Field.
Chase Field, there you go. Thank you. See, we're on our stuff right now. We're professional. That's how we're doing things. But it's going to be an action-packed weekend. If this is your first time listening to the Smash Pay-Per-View Predictions Special, that is a mouthful to say repeatedly. I'm not going to say it again. Here's how we do it. We do a little quick roundtable. We talk about what is happening leading up to each particular match. We give our predictions, and we move it along as quickly as we possibly can. So, there we go. Y'all ready to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start with NXT TakeOver. We got a match. Wait, you okay? Miss Coughs a lot? You okay?
Would you keep this going?
I'm trying to, but that derailed the hell out of me.
How?
Jesus. We're going to start it off with a non-title match. Nobody got any titles. It's just going to be a regular match, a man's match between Matt Riddle and Cassius Ohno. Now, for the past few weeks, Cassius has gone from being the knockout king to the gatekeeper, here to put all these little new babbies and baboos in the NXT locker room on notice. And he set his sights last TakeOver on Matt Riddle, and within a few seconds, he got his ass kicked, or his head kneed into the back of his cranium. And he's
really?
still feeling a little bit... Yes, I'm saying it. So you told me to keep it moving, I'm keeping it moving.
Okay.
He's still feeling a little bit salty about that, but now he also is beating up Keith Lee.
Yeah, because Matt Riddle and Keith Lee are best friends.
Our little buddy, little connection, yay, fun times.
I kind of like that, because Keith Lee is a bit of a badass.
Yeah, I enjoy Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Everybody basking in his greatness.
And I actually enjoy Matt Riddle's little,
Bro.
Yeah, and Kickaroo.
Okay.
Hey.
Anyway, we got
I'm gonna
beef.
call it a Kickaroo. It's a Kickaroo.
We got a little bit of beef between Matt Riddle and Cassius Ohno. So we're gonna start with Miss Squeaks a lot first, since she's having issues speaking, and that's going to be our order. It's going to be Daria, KingDead, and then myself. That sounds fun for y'all? It doesn't matter, because it's our show, and we do whatever the hell we want. So, Daria, who do you got between Cassius Ohno and Mr. Matt Riddle?
I'm gonna go with my bro, Matt Riddle.
With your airy, squeaky voice that barely anybody can hear. Don't worry, I'll fix it in post.
I want to punch you.
KingDead, who you got?
I think I'm going to go with Matt Riddle.
All right, so, there's a part of me that says that Cassius Ohno might get a chance. Like having him eat the pin twice in a row on takeovers may not be the best thing for him, but at the same time, he kind of doesn't, need to win for him to be considered a big bad guy.
I didn't think so.
So I'm on the fence, but at the end, I'm just gonna say, forget it. We'll move it along. Matt Riddle gets a win. He's gonna knee him in the face, probably make him tap out. Do something vicious to him. Yes, vicious. I'm keeping it. Do something vicious to Cassius Ohno, and move on to bigger and better things. Who knows? He might even start to challenge for the North American title. We'll see. Speaking of titles, let's move into the titles because we got 4 title matches on this card. All the titles are up. First off, we have the aforementioned North American Championship between Ricochet and Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano has probably been his most interesting over the past few weeks. Not just because he's like tiptoeing on that line between heel and face, but because he is doing whatever the hell he can to maintain his relevancy in NXT. And he is making sure to super kick the hell out of people like Ricochet to maintain that hold. Ricochet caught that super kick. When was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
Just out of nowhere. And that kind of started the downward spiral between these two. And last week, this past NXT, in fact, he ended up beating the crap out of him. And damn near ended up hugging it out with Tommaso Ciampa until Candice LeRae came out there and said, no, he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this friendship again. We're not doing this coalition of assholes again. We're Team DIY. It might come back. It might not. Who cares? But what we do have is we have probably one of the most electrifying men in NXT and Ricochet going up against a very hungry Johnny Gargano who wants gold. Matter of fact, has he ever tasted gold?
Yeah, he was tag champs.
There you go. He was tag champs. Yeah, so he wants that first singles title in NXT to set him on the road. So, Daria. Yeah, we're starting with you continuously. That's our thing. Ricochet, don't flip me off. That's mean and that's rude. And the people right here, they can hear your finger. And it's mean. Who you got?
It's a tough one. I mean, I guess it's Johnny's time, but I kind of want to see Ricochet keep the title a little bit longer.
So
I'm going to say Ricochet.
Okay. KD?
I kind of want to see Ricochet win, but I think Gargano has this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one for Ricochet, one for Gargano. All right, so at NXT UK, we see what happens when you keep the title around a dominant presence in Pete Dunne. And I think you can make it work to keep that title around Ricochet's waist in that same kind of way. Have everybody be chasing gold and still have somebody be a compelling character on TV. Because Ricochet's good whether he's chasing gold or holding it. Like that guy is just downright impressive regardless.
Yeah.
So because of that, and because I expect to see some more frustration and desperation out of Johnny Gargano in the coming future, I'm going to go with Ricochet. I think Ricochet stops Gargano's chase for gold. Up next, we have the Undisputed Era versus the War Raiders for the NXT Tag Team Championships. This has been in the making for damn near the past year.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, it's been some months that this has been going on between these two teams, these two factions. The War Raiders hopped on the scene. They set their sights on the Undisputed Era, and the Undisputed Era's underhanded heel tactics has not ingratiated themselves into the big boys of Bedlam in the War Raiders. I had to throw that alliteration up in there for them because, that's my thing. Moving on! War Raiders versus Undisputed Era for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Who do you have?
It's another toughie, but I think I'm going to go with the War Raiders.
Any particular reason why?
I think they're very, very hungry. And I love the Undisputed Errors, but they're being kind of dicks.
Wait, pause. I know you're sick. I know you're sick.
I was trying to say dicks, but got my words twisted.
It sounded like you were trying to say dicks and douche at the same time.
I was.
And you said dish, disc, dukes.
Yes.
So the Undisputed Era are dish, disc. I can't even say it now.
Me either. I don't remember what I said.
Wow.
Yeah.
You definitely need to be on the NyQuil.
I know, but I'm gonna go with the War Raiders.
Okay, so you got the War Raiders. You got the big boys that beat down bodies. KD, who you got?
This is a tough one too. I'm gonna say the War Raiders as well.
All right.
Menace?
All right. So one of the things with the War Raiders, they're big.
Yes.
They beat people up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They are hazards to your health.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as Adam Cole is anywhere on the scene, let alone Bobby Fish,
they're dukes. We got it. I said that.
okay. But as long as they're anywhere around, they will always have a chance. They will always be the great neutralizers. At the same time, the NXT tag team division kind of needs a shakeup. It kind of needs a shakeup because you have them, you have the War Raiders, you have the Forgotten Sons, you have the Street Profits. Heavy Machinery's gone, and then you have the Undisputed Era. The Mighty are broken up because who was it? Nick, I think, left for personal reasons. He asked for his release, so they're not a team anymore. You have no other squad out there, and as awesome as it is to have the Undisputed Era maintain gold, you kind of need to make a little quick change. So I'm gonna go for the War Raiders.
Yeah.
Plus, also, I need to see them holding gold as they do that whole war chant, because that gets me hype every single time. Matter of fact, when I go to the gym, I just have the war chant on repeat. You have never did a bench press with that war chant helping you out get that final set in. Moving on, because I'm embellishing just a little bit, just a little poquito.
Just a little bit.
Just let's move on. We got the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler, the champion, going up against the EST of NXT, who is undefeated.
Undefeated. Duh. You have to hear the.
Oh yeah. You have to throw that last duh in.
Undefeated.
There you go. Yeah. I'm not doing it again. Shayna Baszler. I was not high on her, and I think I've said this on a few of these podcasts.
Yeah.
I am not high on her when she's coming in. When she's coming in, I'm like, okay, you're gonna have another MMA star pop in and get thrust into the spotlight, and it's gonna be a thing.
Right.
But like the matches that she has been putting on,
Shayna's been showing her natural
born ass. Bianca Belair has. Well, here's the thing. Like, up until recently, she's been putting in solid matches, but I couldn't really point to any one match and go on like, that's the best Bianca Belair match. I've been rooting for her.
Was it WrestleMania?
No, because at WrestleMania, she was in that over the top rope women's challenge thing.
Where was that, in WrestleMania?
That was at WrestleMania, yes.
Okay, and then Mae Young Classic.
No.
She was in the first one.
She was in the first one. I was like,
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was saying those are like, to me, those were her best matches.
Well, I was thinking like, her recent match with Nikki Cross.
Oh yeah, Nikki.
Oh yeah, the Nikki Cross one was.
I said okay. I might have thrown in an S in there. Okay. You caught me. You caught me, Miss Squeaks a lot. And because of that, who you got? The EST of NXT or Shayna Baszler? Yeah, I got to make you make that decision. You want to call me out? I'll call you out.
I'm perfectly fine with that. Again, this is another tough one because, God, both of these girls wrestling will make you wet.
Okay. All right.
I don't see them giving up the title, although I would love Bianca to have the title. And I'm really rooting for her to win. I just don't think they're going to let it do it right now. So I'm going to stay with Shayna. But God, I hope Bianca wins, but I'm going to go with Shayna.
Okay. All right.
KD?
Ugh, this is a tough one because, I mean,
See?
It is a tough
Bianca is undefeated, but
yes, she is.
I mean, everyone loses eventually, but at the same time, I don't think she's losing this one, but I don't think she's winning the title either. So I'm going to say Bianca wins.
See,
but, shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's definitely going to be shenanigans. This past NXT, Shayna Baszler's friends, whose names I have not remembered, and I probably won't remember for another few months, but
they're
that's
another force for
her enforcers. Yeah, it's them. And they decided to talk mad shit to Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. So something tells me that during this match, all 6 of them are going to have some involvement.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to happen. Number 2, NXT is not like the main roster. They're not going to throw away somebody's undefeated streak just because. They're not going to do to Bianca Belair what the main roster did to Asuka. I don't think that's going to happen. So I am with you, Katie. I think Bianca Belair wins, but she doesn't get the title.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen. You got to keep that undefeated streak going.
Yeah.
You got to keep it going, but you also got to keep Shayna Baszler holding that title until they feel somebody more viable takes it. It's one of those situations where it's like, I think they're high on Bianca Belair the same way that they're high on the Velveteen Dream, but I don't think they're that high on them yet.
I don't think they're ready.
Yeah, I think they just
ready.
need a little bit.
Yeah,
I think they need to let
I
think they need to let them saute a little bit. Just put a little bit of seasoning in there. Let it simmer.
Yeah, because I'm thinking they're doing that with the Street Profits as well.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably because right now they're feuding with the Forgotten Sons, and that's going to be a good match if if it gets to that point. Final match for NXT TakeOver Phoenix. We have Tommaso Ciampa in a rematch with Aleister Black. This might just be the match of the night. This right here just might be the match of the night because Tommaso Ciampa has been solid. Like,
He's been vacacious.
What'd you say?
He's been vacacious.
God, way to call it back. He has been vicious. Yes, he has. He's also been a dick. Like, I love my heels, but even I'm looking at him going like, I just want to grab you by your face and rub your nose in all the trouble that you're causing. You're a bad boy. Bad. And I love your entrance theme because holy shit. Jesus, it gives me those Taz vibes from ECW. But Tommaso Ciampa, again, solid. Aleister Black, I have not gotten bored with him. And he has a little bit of that aura that's like you could become bored with the character that he is.
But you're not.
You're not. You're not because he's working every angle of it and making sure that he's fresh to the point where I want to see him come to the ring. I don't even care about the matches sometimes. I just want to be able to sing along to his theme song with the rest of the crowd because every time he comes down to that ramp, you just kind of sense chills.
Yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit. And the fact that that he's able to maintain that over a while. What'd you say?
He's mimicking.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
I'm just saying.
I'm putting a stop to it right now. Who do you have? Ciampa or Black?
I don't know, because this is an orgasmic match.
Stop that too.
I'm just saying.
None of that.
I might say Aleister Black is going to get his title back. I might be wrong, but I have a feeling Ciampa and Gargano are coming back.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Aleister.
Okay, you say Aleister.
Yeah.
KD, who you got?
This is like the most angry Aleister Black has ever been. He's out for blood.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Black wins.
Always bet on Black. Yeah. Okay, I'm almost wanting to redo my North American Championship prediction, because on the one hand, I want Black to win, and I think Black should win. On the other hand, seeing Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano both hold up gold at the same exact time, I don't know what I would do. I would probably go freaking nuts.
Yeah, I think everybody would lose their shit.
I would probably lose my mind if as NXT TakeOver Phoenix goes off the air and you see the little credits bar go and everybody knows not to trust the credits bar anymore. Because they did that twice to us.
Yeah, they did.
Don't do that again. But as the credits bar go up, to have Ciampa and Gargano holding up each other's hand, raising each other's hands and raising each other's titles in the air while Black is just like beaten down in the center of the ring, I would probably bust a nut. I said I would stop. I said I wouldn't do it anymore. I lied. I'm a liar. I'm a lying boy. Mm-hmm. But that would be my dream. That would be my dream right there. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I do think Ciampa's going to win. I do, however, think Ciampa is going to win this match. And that's going to be my pick.
But he might.
Yeah, it might be shenanigans. It might be some chicanery happening. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah. But that is the end of NXT TakeOver Phoenix. Definitively going to be the best night of this 2-night event. That's my bold prediction.
Yeah.
My not so bold prediction, my lukewarm take that NXT is going to once again outshine the main roster, because it's not like they haven't had a track record of doing so. So if you're going to watch anything, at least watch NXT. At the very least, because like, even though this is like not their biggest takeover event and they don't have like a gimmick going on or like there will be blood kind of matches happening here, it'll still be fun, it'll still be tight, and you'll still enjoy the wrestling. Moving on to the Royal Rumble. That hurt my throat. I will never do that again. Ouch. We have a bevy of matches. A bevy. Including the men's and the women's Royal Rumble. The second ever women's Royal Rumble at this event. It is about to be on one for this whole weekend. So let's start off with the kickoff matches, since they have been announced. Our first match on the kickoff is the United States Championship match between Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Rusev wins the title against Nakamura, and he does that on just a regular old ass SmackDown. And since then, this is the most vicious I think I've seen Nakamura, aside from when he Kinshasa'd Ty Dillinger on the injured reserve list. Honestly, I kind of want to find that clip and attach it to the description of this podcast, because like, he hit him so hard, his head bounced against the freaking LED board on the side of the ring. And you need to see that, because holy crap, that was big. But this is the most vicious that we've seen Shinsuke Nakamura. He wants his title. He's hungry. He accidentally hurt Lana. Whatever. So really, that's all that you need to know about this feud. He accidentally hurt Lana, pissed off Rusev, beat up Rusev a couple times backstage, and he wants his title back. So, Daria, who you got? Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
I am not happy about this match.
Why not?
I don't know.
What? You kind of have to clarify.
It just...
Why are you so unhappy?
You basically named everything that made it unhappy. He accidentally hurt Lana. Pissed off Rusev. Like, I don't know. I'll stay with Rusev, because Shinsuke really didn't do anything with the title.
Yeah.
So I'll just say Rusev.
I mean, at the very least, like when it comes to United States title matches, Rusev has a track record of bringing out a freaking tank.
That's what I'm saying.
He may not have won the match, which I think is the wrong decision, but he came out at WrestleMania in a freaking tank.
Yeah.
He should have won against John Cena. Didn't happen. Moving on. KD, who do you have? Nakamura versus Rusev. Are we going to have a return to the United States of Nakamerica?
I think Rusev's going to hold on to it for a while longer.
Okay, I'm going to follow up with that. So Rusev gets the win, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens to Nakamura?
Oh, geez, that's a good question at this point.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I mean, he went from being, number one contender, after winning the Rumble last year to, a pre-show match. It's like, what do you do if a problem like Shinsuke?
Yeah. So I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not. Shinsuke should have won the WWE title away.
He really should have.
He should have, yes.
Because there's he had 4 legit chances, and it was always some bullshit that happened.
Yeah. I really felt like he should have won it at some point. I know what they were doing with AJ was a whole record thing, but
Shinsuke hot shot it once.
Shinsuke should have won it once. I feel like it would have served things. Once, even if they traded back, I would have had no problem with that.
I mean, it's a weird thing when dealing with the whole Shinsuke issue that they wanted the lengthy title reign for AJ Styles, but they had another record by having Shinsuke win by being the first Asian winner of the company's top title.
Yeah.
So either one would have been we know that WWE likes feathers in their cap.
Yeah.
When it comes to certain things, they whenever they do a video package or they make an allusion to it during commentary or in a backstage segment, that means that they have researched and they care about having a particular record under their belt. They care about that. When people were talking about, they're coming up on a big reign, they care about that. They've researched that. They want to work towards that and either have it succeed or fall just a little bit short to have it be part of the storyline. Say what you will about WWE, they care about their records. So if it feels weird that AJ's run is not even their longest run.
Yeah.
It was just a lengthy run. It was one of many. You could have hot shot at the title and started it all over again, and nobody would have cared that much. You could have let Shinsuke have that, but instead you didn't. And now he's on the fucking kickoff. I'm sorry about my language. Rusev gets the win. This is actually kind of annoying me the more I think about it. Moving on to another thing that annoys me, if only because the cruiserweights are constantly and consistently disrespected by continuously being on the kickoff despite providing some of the best matches out there.
The kickoff as well.
Yeah.
The best matches. I would prefer to see them versus all this other crap.
Well, the
matches they want us to see.
The only thing is, I can't get too mad on this one because it is packed with championship matches that kind of matter.
Yeah, that's the only. This is the first pay-per-view event that were like that though.
Yeah, because
that's what I'm saying.
On TLC it'll be hey, here is a massive cruiserweight championship match, and then there's a nothing match between Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton.
That's it.
It's okay.
But the cruiserweight is the kickoff.
But the cruiserweights are on the kickoff. I don't get it.
So it's pretty much after that I'm done.
So a little annoyance, just a little bit, un poquito.
Yeah.
But we have a Fatal 4-Way match for the Cruiserweight Championship. We have the champion Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa, Kalisto, and Hideo Itami. Now, Akira Tozawa, he's back in the hunt. Held the title for a cup of coffee. And now the Brian Kendrick, because you got to put the in, the Ohio State University. You got to put the in. Or a pimp named Slickback. You got to say a pimp named Slickback, not just Slickback.
We're going to move on.
The Brian Kendrick is playing mentor to Akira Tozawa. Now, the reason why he's a mentor to Akira Tozawa is because he got kicked out of that little mini faction with Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Drew Gulak. To get revenge, he's big upping Akira. He did it against both Gulak and Gallagher, and now they moved their separate ways into the ether. And here is Akira Tozawa with the Brian Kendrick in his corner. Kalisto, of course, has the Lucha House Party in his corner. And he also is a one-time Cruiserweight champion. He held it for a lengthier time, though, even though it was still comparatively like a cup of coffee before. Matter of fact, didn't Neville took it away from Kalisto, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Where is Neville?
Oh, Pac,
Pac. He's in AEW now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's in that upstart promotion headed up by Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks and the owner or one of the owners of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's about to be a big thing. I hope it's a big thing. Please be a big thing. The only person who has not held Cruiserweight Championship gold is Hideo Itami, and he has Arya Daivari in his corner. Don't ask me why it's a thing. It's just a thing.
It's actually working.
It works, but don't ask me why it's a thing. Because I could not tell you.
It's like,
and I watch every week. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's like Velveteen Dream. It's a thing.
It's just a thing. Why? It's just a thing. Arya Daivari is now dressing in like black tank tops and a gold chain and being the mouthpiece for Hideo Itami now. Don't know why it happened. Don't remember how it happened. It just happened, and it's not a bad thing. Okay. Enjoy it. So, Daria, who you got?
God, this is a jam-packed one.
Yeah, this is going to be a good match.
I'm going to stay with Buddy Murphy.
Okay. Buddy Murphy gets the win.
Yeah.
KD, who you got?
I mean, I think the advantage is for Hideo. So I'm going to go with him. He's got a chip on his shoulder the size of the entire division, and he wants that belt.
Hideo, ever since he hopped on to 205 Live, has been filled with his respect me motif. And before Daivari hopped up and joined him, it's kind of fallen flat. Admittedly. It has kind of sort of fallen flat. Now it's got some heat behind it. And Hideo has some momentum behind him after winning a triple threat match with two of his other opponents in Akira Tozawa and Kalisto. Because of that, and because, quite honestly, I think Hideo could do more with the title than Buddy Murphy, even though I enjoyed Buddy Murphy's run. I got to go with Hideo. And also, it's kind of weird how, like, we got some Kiwi friends, right? We got some people who are around that area down under. And it's weird hearing a Buddy Murphy promo because every time he speaks, his voice goes up as if he's asking a question. Every time it's like, you think that I'm worried about this triple threat match? I'm going to be able to beat them and kind of have my success? It's like, it's weird. It is so weird. It's a weird that I love. But at the same time, I think Hideo Itami is going to take the title away from him. I think he's going to get the win. There's going to be too much chaos, and Hideo knows how to control that chaos. He knows how to control the tempo. So I think that's going to happen. Yeah. Moving on to the main card. Main card, no kickoffs here. We're going to start with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. We have The Bar versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. Yes, you heard it right. If you haven't been listening to the product, you haven't been watching the product, it's The Miz.
But quick question. The Miz had Shane McMahon in trunks.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the match.
No. But he designed it.
We're going to get to that in a second.
Let's get there.
We're going to get to that in a second.
Because that was a nightmare.
So The Miz sent the only storyline that has actually came out of Crown Jewels, which I refuse to watch, is The Miz and Shane McMahon. The Miz has now turned somewhat face, I guess. And he is happy to be a part of the best in the world Because he feels like that he and Shane McMahon should be able to share the trophy. He feels he owns 2/3 of the Best in the World trophy.
That's not really a face, though. That's just you're out for yourself.
I mean, yeah, that's why I said it's weird. It's like he's not exactly a face, but like he's not like being a bad guy. He's just being the Miz, a selfish asshole.
Yeah.
But like an endearingly selfish asshole. He's like Vegeta a little bit.
Okay, I'll take that.
He's like, because like you're like, okay, Vegeta, you're kind of a dick.
Yeah.
But like you're part of the team, so I can't hate you.
Yeah, we gotta
I kind of like the little good parts of you, and that's kind of what it is right here.
Yeah.
Miz has some story about how his father doesn't really take his career seriously, but every time he sees a Shane McMahon match, he sees him going coast to coast and throwing his body around, and that because of that, he wants to team up with Shane McMahon so that he can have some recognition from his father. And honestly, it's kind of an endearing storyline. It's stupid as shit, but it is kind of endearing.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I can get behind this. I really can. Yeah. And then you have the bar being the bar. Of course, they're the bar, the big, bad bar. Their bars. The bars are soaked with bars. So, Daria, who you got? The bars versus the best in the world. Tag team. Miz, Shane McMahon.
Yeah, I might get yelled at, but I'm going to go for the Miz and Shane.
Okay. I'm you know what? KD, who you got?
I'm going to go with the bar.
Okay. 1 vote for the bar. 1 vote for Miz and Shane. Now, I did tell my sister Daria here that I would talk about the trunks. And yes, the Miz did design matching trunks and coats and boots and everything to he even like, you know, allowing Shane to wear his Jordans on one of those designs. And it was actually kind of a funny scene, I admit.
No, now I have to go see a psychologist.
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrists give you meds. Psychologists you just talk to.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Because Shane was literally in trunks. Without clothes.
You know what?
He was in panties.
Don't call them panties.
Again, I gotta go talk to the counselor about that.
But they're not. Okay, you know what?
I don't know.
Moving along. We're gonna move along.
I don't know how to cope with that.
Oh my God.
Shane, really, Miz? Shane? You couldn't do it to somebody else.
It's got to be for Shane. It's either that or he's bringing back Johnny Mundo.
Oh God.
And they're wearing the exact same thing. But moving along, because we got to move through this. I say the bar wins. Not only that, I say that the Miz pulls the biggest double cross of all time and makes everybody hate him. Because here's the bad part. The Miz is okay when he's a face. He's okay. Like, he's not the most fun, and his in-ring stuff is solid, but it's not entertaining enough as a face to make you care about him.
Yeah.
So, like, he's one of those few people who should never be face. Just always be a heel. Because of that, him double-crossing Shane off of some, I needed to do this for my daddy. Wait, no, I lied, and I just wanted to screw you over in the best of ways. That kind of works. Like, The Miz has been doing such a great job of getting everybody to yell at him that I can't see it not happening. It has to happen.
Yeah.
It has to happen. I think there's going to be a Miz double cross. I think the bar's going to get the win.
Okay.
We're going to move on.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a SmackDown Women's Championship match. Asuka versus The Man. Asuka wins a triple threat ladder match at the previous pay-per-view. I can't even remember what the name of it was. What was that pay-per-view? Extreme Rules?
Yeah.
It was Extreme Rules?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was Extreme Rules.
Oh, okay. It was Extreme Rules.
I can't remember because I stopped caring. All the product is running together just a little bit. So I just know it was at a previous pay-per-view. One of the best matches, if not the best match on the card. during that pay-per-view. That much I do know for a fact, because holy crap, people were dying in that match. Asuka gets the win after Ronda Rousey comes in and makes sure that to remind you that she is there. She doesn't forget what Becky Lynch and Charlotte did and said about her and to her. So that is going to be a thing somewhere down the line. You can expect that. But we have Asuka, the champion, who is getting back her viciousness, getting back her visceral, just hard-hitting shoots, slaps, and kicks and shit, and making me fall back in love with her. Whereas the man is continuing to be probably the best women's no, forget any of that. Best promo worker, period, male or female, in the company right now.
Yeah, she's the man.
She is the man. She is the top of the heap. Like, even during the John Cena promo, she showed him up.
Yeah.
And he's got 16, almost 20 years on her. In terms of just like having the tenure.
Yeah.
And everything. He's got all of that on her, and she still didn't hold her own. I cared more about her and everything that she said versus John Cena.
Yep.
And that's a big thing to do.
Yep.
So the best promo in the company today, the best mic worker in the company today. We have the man versus Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. Who do you have, Daria?
Okay. Again, another tough one. But here's what I'm thinking, and I might be wrong. I'm thinking they're going to let Asuka keep it and take her back to her undefeated stages like in NXT.
Okay.
Becky's going to be the man. She's going to stay the man.
Oh, yeah.
And she can stay vicious. She technically doesn't even need this title.
Okay. All right. So that's where you're throwing it.
Yeah.
You're saying Becky gets the loss. Okay. KingDead, who you got?
This one is a tough one because I know, like, I don't mind if either of them win this match, but I'm gonna say Asuka wins.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go Asuka. I don't think there's going to be any shenanigans because Charlotte is too preoccupied with the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, she's in the Royal Rumble.
And Ronda Rousey is dealing with her shit right there with Sasha Banks, who's coming after her. And honestly, we have seen before somebody lose a title match at the Rumble and then like hop into the Royal Rumble right afterwards. Matter of fact, I think it's happened like once in the past 3 or 4 years. I'm pretty positive. Don't ask me who, because I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that did happen. Matter of fact, didn't Roman Reigns lose his title then hop back into it? Moving on. I can't, because I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember, and I don't feel like pulling it up right now. So in the comments below, tell me if I'm wrong. In the past 5 years, somebody has lost their title and jumped right into the Royal Rumble. Let me know if that happened or if I'm misremembering. But moving on from there, that's a possibility just to happen because we have 30-30, and yeah. So because of that, I think Asuka gets the win. I think it's probably going to be the hardest hitting match that we have. I think there's going to be a lot of not near falls, but near taps between the two. I think Asuka's going to get in a nice set of kicks. I think the man is going to take her to her limit and make her look like a dominating force, something that I don't think that she really got a chance to show herself as at last year's WrestleMania when she lost her bid for the SmackDown title and lost her undefeated streak. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Asuka on this one. I'm hoping and I'm praying that is something that happens because she's kind of earned it at this point. Yeah. Following that up, we have the Raw Women's Championship match between Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks. This one, okay. Really my unpopular opinion, right? Ronda despite the fact that she has been pushed to the moon the very second that she set foot in WWE, despite that fact, I think she has done a tremendous job in the ring and on the mic. This feud, I think, has been her weakest.
Very weak. I don't even care about this.
I think she's at her weakest right here. And I think it has to do with the fact that, like, when it comes to Nia Jax, you get to do all the heavy lifting on the mic, and you can be the most interesting person. Nia's not going to hit you with any barbs. She's not going to drop bars on you. It's not going to happen. Alexa Bliss will drop bars on you, but what she does in the ring is decent. It's competent. She's not the best ring worker. And I don't think you're going to get too many people who are like, yo, man, Alexa Bliss in the ring is totally flames. Charlotte was probably her biggest competition, both on the mic and in the ring. But a lot of that they never had to be face to face. So like it could all be pre-taped. It could all be scripted, and it wouldn't, detract from their match. This one, Sasha Banks is throwing bars at her ass, and like they're making her try to look like the baby face and Sasha be the heel in this. It doesn't work because everything that Sasha Banks is bringing to the table is 100% true when it comes to her talking about the way that she hopped in and is given chance after chance, and how she doesn't need Ronda Rousey's like, you got my seal of approval, you're going to be a tough match. It's like, chick, you've been doing this maybe a year and a half. You don't get to tell me I'm going to be a good match. And every time that she drops back at her, the only material that they give her is making her look like a doofus, going like, oh, I stuck my foot in my mouth. I didn't mean it like that. Like, we were at Raw in Memphis, and that was the whole thing. It's like they had a nice little promo after their tag match.
It just didn't go. It
didn't work because like Sasha's like, hold up, what the hell you think you're talking about? Right. I am the boss. I will beat you down. And then like Ronda says something back, and then when Sasha fires back at her, she's like, I didn't mean it. It was my bad.
Yeah.
So like this is Ronda at her weakest. I think this match is going to be good. I think it's going to be good. But I think this is Ronda at her weakest. So, Daria, who do you have? Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks.
I think then let Ronda keep it, I guess.
You want to speak up a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
Because that was weak.
Well, this match is weak. Ronda.
KD, who you got?
I mean, it's gonna be Ronda.
I'm not gonna stand on ceremony. It's gonna be Ronda. Fuck it. They're not gonna. Yeah, whatever. Ronda. Moving on. We have the WWE Championship match between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, rematch. There's really not much to say on this. Daniel Bryan has went from being the yes man to the eco warrior. And what makes it so hard to ignore him in this role is the fact that he actually has some salient points. They all make sense. And despite the fact that he's being an asshole, like he's being a righteous asshole to the point where I'd be surprised if they didn't pull some straight edge society shit with Daniel Bryan sometime down the line, where we have people like showing up to the ring as converts to his way of thinking, because like that would be the smartest play for this when you push AJ Styles the feud with AJ Styles somewhere else, and AJ Styles is of course the man that the house that AJ Styles built, all that. He's a phenomenal one. Yeah, country boy, bowl haircut, whatever. So Daria, in this match between the Phenomenal One and the Eco Warrior, who do you have? Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
I think they're gonna let Daniel Bryan keep it.
All right. You think he's gonna win clean though?
No, it's Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
he's a heel. No.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
what heels do. We don't win clean. What does clean mean?
No shenanigans, no chicanery.
No, that's not in our dictionary. Do you not know what a heel is? Katie, explain a heel, please.
That's a bad guy.
It's in our name, D. Okay, you know what?
I'm just trying to help you understand what it means.
I know. KD,
it's going to be, Daniel's winning.
Yeah. Like these are actually, I think these are going to be the easier ones to do because like we kind of know what's going to happen. Like I'd be surprised if AJ Styles manages to get the win. I'd be really surprised because I don't see the reasoning behind hotshotting this title right here. Like when it was between tossing toy cars. I'm gonna keep putting you on blast, Miss Thang. But when it was between Shinsuke and AJ Styles, hotshotting the title would have made sense because like you are diminishing what Shinsuke is doing if you keep having him fall short like that, especially when he's cheating to do so. And like how you cheat and you fail. But in this instance, since it's going to be the face is going to be eating the pin consistently, it won't hurt AJ Styles to lose to Daniel Bryan, especially if D. Bry ends up like, finding some underhanded way to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt him. It's not going to hurt him at all. So Daniel Bryan keeps the win. So before we get to the Royal Rumble matches, we have one final match.
Oh, God.
One final match. And that is for the Universal title, Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. I don't know if Finn is going to break out the demon. I
hope so.
Okay, here's my thoughts on that. If they plan for Finn to just lose and just go to the back of the line afterward, no demon. Just let him lose as plucky little Finn Balor and call it a DAY. Just move on from that. If they plan on having Finn stay in the title picture, no demon, because down the line, him using the demon becomes more important in the grand scheme of things.
Or what Tracy says, the sexy... Go ahead, say it.
I don't remember what... She called him a snack, is from what I remember.
A sexy snack, yes.
A sexy... My aunt is weird.
But she called Finn Balor a sexy snack.
We're going to move on.
Okay.
We have Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. Finn wins a fatal 4-way match. This is probably one of the best matches I've seen live at a live Raw or SmackDown event.
Yeah,
definitely. It was great. It was fantastic. The crowd sucked still, but it was great.
They tried.
They at least tried, because my section was going nuts. I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah.
So, Daria, who you have? Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor.
I hope they give it to Finn. I'll say Finn, but Brock might still keep it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's a choice. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. How many times has Brock lost due to DQ in this current run with the WWE? If you're listening to this in the comment sections, let me know how many times has Brock lost via DQ. Let me know when that happens. KD, who you got?
This is the first time Brock has faced a smaller competitor who's not a submissions expert. Finn's a pure striker, so that's a bit different from his previous opponents, AJ and Daniel. And even Cena, who has the submission hold. Finn doesn't have any kind of submission holds. He's gonna smack the hell out of Brock, I see, and for some reason I have this nagging thing in the back of my head that says Finn wins.
Wow. So we have Finn wins but doesn't get the title. Then we have Finn wins and he does get the title.
Finn Balor, just say.
You know what? I am going with the hype. I will go with the hype.
Good for you.
Because you know what? You are absolutely right. Finn is just a striker, and that might work for him because I have never seen anybody tamp down Finn Balor the way that Brock tends to. Like, I've seen people wrestle Finn Balor. I've seen people overpower Finn Balor, but I haven't seen, like, the way that Brock manhandles people is different from the way that every other big man wrestles a smaller guy. You know what I mean? Like, it's purely technical. He's throwing him around the ring. There's no breaks. There's no rest holds. There's no, I'm going to kick you a little bit in the corner. It's just, I'm here to come in, suplex you until you die, until you turn into a fine mist. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm here for. I'm not being paid by the hour. That's how Brock wrestles nowadays. And I've never seen anybody be able to do that with Finn. Either because he's too quick, he's too crafty, or he just knows how to stun you with a good strike or two that knocks you back. So I think because Brock has not really faced that in the WWE in the past 10 years, in fact. Yeah. Forget it. I'm with the hype. Finn Balor gets the win. Screw it. Let's go there. Let's dare to dream.
Yeah.
Let's dare to dream. That's what wrestling's about. Dare to dream. That's our bold prediction. That's the HEELKAIJU bold prediction of the night. Finn Balor beats Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Done. Put a stamp on it. For these last two, there's not much more to say. It's the Royal Rumble. So here's how we're going to do this. Give me your top 3 that you believe are going to win the Royal Rumble, and then give me your surprise entrant that you believe is going to show up.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start with the women's.
Okay.
D, who you have as your top 3 and your surprise entrant?
Ember Moon.
Okay.
Bianca Belair.
Okay.
Io Shirai.
Okay. So you got NXT people hopping in.
I'm praying. I might be wrong because I forgot they have a match.
Who knows what might happen?
Yeah, that's true. But
who knows what might happen?
But yeah.
All right, and who's your surprise entrant?
Kairi Sane.
Okay. All right, I'll take that. KD.
Oh, geez, for the women's Rumble.
I picked that one because it's the hardest.
This is the toughest one of all, I think, honestly. I mean, there's no clear front runner, no anyone I can picture firmly winning. Shoot. I don't even know who to pick for this one, honestly. I'm just going to throw out an insane dark horse and say Nikki Cross.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got 3 chances.
Yeah, so Nikki Cross, let's say Bailey.
Okay.
Because she's overdue. And then the final would be, as much as I hate her, Alexa Bliss.
Damn. All right, now who do you think is a surprise entrant, or do you even think there's going to be one?
Trish.
For this one? That's not fair. Trish was going to be mine. Ass. All right. My top 3, and this, as I said, this is going to be the toughest one because the field is so big and broad, and I don't know how you pick. I don't even know how you pick 3. Like, I should have said 5 just to widen out the field. But damn. I'm going to pick one from each of yours. I got Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, and I hate to say it. I really, really, absolutely hate to say it. Nia Jax.
Okay. And your surprise?
My surprise entrant... It's probably someone from the Mae Young Classic. It's probably... You know what?
Mercedes.
Ooh, it might be Mercedes. But you know what? That's not going to be my pick. I think Toni Storm is going to show up.
Oh my God, I would lose my shit.
Now, the reason why I say Toni Storm might show up is because NXT UK is taping at the same time in that same area, because there is going to be I'll talk about it later, but there's going to be a special event that you should look out for after this Royal Rumble. But that's going to be my pick. It's going to be Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, and Nia Jax with a surprise entry from Toni Storm.
Okay.
That's my long shot.
Right.
Now we go on to the men, which are just going to be a little bit easier. I'm picking it easier. We're doing the same thing. We're doing your top 3 that you think might win, and then your surprise entrant for the night. So, Daria, give me your top 3.
Drew McIntyre, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods.
Okay, so you got 2 members of the New Day. Okay.
That's pretty interesting picks.
Yeah, now who's your surprise entry?
Ricochet.
Okay. I can see that. No, I can see that. KD?
I'm going to agree with Drew. And I'm also going to say... Shoot, I don't even know at this point. John Cena. And... Who would be the last? I'm going to say Big E.
Okay, so like, between the 2 of you, you have all of the New Day.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who's your surprise entry?
I mean, he was in it last year, and I really want to say Adam Cole badly because I would love to see him back again. But I think this year will be Velveteen Dream.
You asshole.
Oh.
You absolute asshole.
Hey, we are professionals.
That's my pick.
We are queens.
Shit. Jesus Christmas. All right. I got Drew as my top. Drew is my top pick. After that, now he's had some issues. He's had some issues. I'm gonna go with my biggest long shot to even be there, but I think if he is there, he might get the win. Lars Sullivan.
Ooh.
Oh.
And if not either of those 2, Braun Strowman.
I could buy that.
Yeah.
Now, my surprise entry, of course, is Velveteen Dream. I'm going to tell you why I said the Velveteen Dream, is because he, on his Twitter account, lamented not being at NXT TakeOver Phoenix.
Yeah.
He's going to be there for that special event, but he's not involved in NXT TakeOver Phoenix.
Yeah, this is the first time he's not been on the card.
It's the first time he's not been on the card. And he said that if he's not gonna have somebody taking his talent seriously, he's gonna go elsewhere. And I think the elsewhere means that he's going up to the main roster. I think he's going to show up at the Royal Rumble, and that will be the begin. They're gonna gauge the reaction.
Yeah.
For Velveteen Dream, they're gonna gauge the reaction for his music to hit, for his entrance, and then for how well he does in the ring. And if he gets the big pop of the night, I think he's main roster bound by WrestleMania or by the first Raw after WrestleMania.
You know what? He's such a good heel.
I don't think you can even define him as a heel or a face.
I don't think so either.
He's just Velveteen Dream.
Right. He's for himself. So I can see it all working.
And with that, we have finished the NXT TakeOver and Royal Rumble weekend.
Yeah.
But that is not all that's happening during that weekend. As I said, there is an event. What is it called?
Oh, Access.
At Access for Royal Rumble, they have a special match, 15-man tournament. It's called the WWE Worlds Collide Tournament. It's going to involve 5 members of 205 Live, 5 members of NXT, and 5 members of NXT UK, all vying for who knows what. I don't think we've got any stipulations. Maybe it is for a spot in the Rumble. Who knows? Oh,
the tournament winner receives a choice of future NXT, NXT UK, or 205 Live Championship match of their choice.
Yo. Now, this is going to be taped, so it's not going to be live. My words. And it is going to be doled out after the Rumble. But I just wanted to let you know to keep an eye on that, because it is probably going to be one of the best things that they end up doing. That is not going to be live at Royal Rumble weekend.
Yeah,
so
it's actually a pretty interesting concept. It's a battle royale to determine placements in a tournament.
Honestly, it like if you told me that it was a 15-person battle royale that was not over the top rope, but it was instead pinfall or submission, the way that Lucha
the arcade
did
game.
Yeah, like tell me that wouldn't be awesome.
Yeah,
I would take that. Like if that is the case, oh my god, that makes it even better. Because as much as I do love the Royal Rumble, the way Lucha Underground does their quote unquote Royal Rumble is so much better. Because Aztec Warfare is the shiznit. But with that being said, I'm gonna talk us out because I've been talking like a lot. As always, you can catch our podcast on iTunes, link in the description below, or at the website at HEELKAIJU.com. There you can find our shows, articles, and our merchandise to help keep this site up and running and to keep us providing you with quality content. You can also join the Kaiju Wrecking Crew by following us on our Twitter account at HEELKAIJU, where we'll provide you with any updates, developments, and insights. We're also going to provide you with any links to any upcoming reviews, upcoming articles, any new shows that we throw up on YouTube. You will know if you follow our HEELKAIJU Twitter account. Thanks again for listening. Thank you again, KD, for being who you are, the only face that runs the place, because every one of us are heelish assholes. And remember to keep smashing.